Koppel, host of the Time for Coffee podcast, where you get firsthand career advice into the jobs and industries that interest you the most. And before we start today's show, I have a quick favor to ask you. If you haven't already, I'd be incredibly grateful if you give us a rating and a review on iTunes. And if you're like me, you need to do it now because you'll forget later and because it's the best way to help others who may be in search of career advice to find this free resource. So press pause if you haven't done it and do it right now. I'll wait. Thanks so much and enjoy today's show. Hey there, Java Junkies. Welcome to another K-Cup mini episode of Time for Coffee. By the way, K-Cups come in 3 sizes, single, double, and triple shots, or roughly 1 minute, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes in length. So if you don't have time to throw back an entire caffeinated career conversation, these K-Cup mini episodes of T4C can give you a quick caffeinated fix, whether you're on the go or you only have a few minutes to binge. So grab your mug and take a chug, because it's time for a caffeinated career double shot K-Cup with my guest, Jude Charles. Jude, what advice do you have for our young viewers, our young listeners who may still be in high school or maybe in college and they want to get into video work? They want to be filmmakers like you. I know that this has not been an easy path. You've just given us a window into it. Do you have any tips as to how they can find potential clients when they're starting out and how they can build their own brand?
Yes. So starting out to find clients, I think the easiest way is your local business. So local businesses that are in your area, it could be a local restaurant. It could be a local, let's say hypothetically, a karate class, someone that's doing a karate class or someone that is training others how to play basketball. Like there's different things in your local community. People are looking for social media content, but it doesn't just have to be the regular promo video. Hey, this is what I do. You could tell a story. You can walk someone through what it would be like to experience that restaurant, or what it would be like to see the chef in the back cooking up the food. Like, what is that like? Or if there's a pizzeria that has an old school oven, an old school stone oven, like seeing them putting the pizza into the stone oven so that you get to feel and experience that. I think that's the easiest way, because all local businesses, especially as they go through the pandemic and they're trying to get their footing back, they're looking for content and they want people to know that they're back, and they want people to know this is what the experience is going to be like. We're using safety precautions. We're wearing masks, right? That's the quickest and fastest way. Other ways are, of course, to just be creative and come up with your own stories and film, because every single person has a camera now. And I think that's the first way to get started and to get clients. How do you build your brand is to find out the kind of stories that really, they just drive you. They fire you up, and bring those stories to life. So specifically, if there's someone in your neighborhood that you really admire, let's say it's just old veteran guy who, throughout the pandemic, I actually saw a story like this, that this guy throughout the pandemic, he's a veteran, he's retired, and he realized, hey, I'm not doing anything with my mornings. I'll tutor kids. So from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m., kids are now home. He has a sign outside that says, I'll tutor you if you need help, right? Tell a story about that guy, because maybe that warms your heart. Like I heard you say, right? Like maybe that warms your heart. Go outside and tell that story. That's how you build your brand, because now you become known as the person that, these are the stories that you bring to life. You get to see the stories that I bring to life. I work with purpose-driven entrepreneurs because that's what fires me up. Because of Mrs. Donnelly. Mrs. Donnelly saw her job as more than just being a teacher. She saw it as a purpose, as a mission. And so I want to continue to do that for other people who may not have access to these high-level entrepreneurs. I want to continue to do that. And so that's how you build your brand, and that's how people get to know who you are. Just share your own story, but also share the stories of others.
Thanks for tuning in to this K-Cup mini episode of Time for Coffee. If you want to listen to our entire caffeinated career conversation, please check out the show notes for this episode. Thanks so much for listening to this latest episode of T4C. And if you're interested in learning more about my coaching services for confused college students and recent grads, feel free to check out the Time for Coffee website under the coaching tab at time4coffee.org or text me at 202-236-5712. That's 202-236-5712.